Good morning, guys. I'm out in the beautiful Snowy Mountains today in the high country, fishing a lovely freestone river, and I'm going to do a combination of Euro nymphing and hopefully dry fly tonight if we see anything come up. There's a few bugs flying around. We've seen some big caddis getting around, so I've put a big caddis pattern on my my dry fly rod, but I'm going to start with nymphing first because we haven't seen anything rise just yet. Let's see how we go. I'm fishing with my mate David today too. He's up there nymphing on the river, and we're going to work our way up. Looks like a perfect day. So I'm at the confluence of two streams here. I'm not going to try to cross over, but that confluence point where two creeks meet is often a real hot spot. So what I might do is actually swing some nymphs down through that to start with. Swinging down and across with a Euro nymph can be surprisingly effective because you're in direct contact with the nymphs. It's actually a little bit easier than doing it with a fly line because you don't have the fly line dragging the flies around everywhere on the surface. Probably the only downside of swinging in any form is that you tend to get a fairly low hookup rate. But sometimes, if it's the only way you can get to the water, it's a pretty good way to fish. All right, let's start fishing upstream now then. I can see a nice soft seam on the far bank there. Relatively even flow all through the river here. There's a little bit of a soft seam on this side, and there's a little bit of a soft seam on the far side. And there is a slightly slower seam in the middle too. So I'll try and hit all of those. Might just get a water temperature before we go any further. It's around about 10.5 degrees, so it's still fairly cool, but that's warm enough to get a little bit of hatch activity. So hopefully with this sun out, the water will warm up throughout the day and the fishing should get better. All right, there's a nice open clearing here, but I think that water's moving a little bit fast. Probably be better to just go a little further up. Looks like there's a couple of soft seams up here. And there's a little bit of a deeper edge on the other side over there. I might put a couple of casts on that deep slow edge on the other side there. You can go on up if you want, mate.
No, it's all what you want.
Okay. So this is all relatively even and shallow. The only thing I'm looking at is that deep edge on the far side. I'm just going to try and, that's not quite far enough, try and fish the deep edge as best I can. It's a bit hard at this range, but still a little short. That's nice. I've only got a single nymph on at the moment, but I might go to a double when we get up here a little bit, because it looks like it deepens up. Yeah, it's a little bit deeper and quicker through here, so I might put a second nymph on. So I've tied on a dropper, just a little silver bead, and I've got a copper bead on the point, just to give me a little bit more weight and depth through this section. Yeah, there's a fish. First cast with the new rig.
Where?
Hey?
Where?
Just here. Just needed to get a little bit deeper.
Sorry?
Just needed to get a little bit deeper. There he is. He took the point. Copper bead. Just let him go. There he goes. Okay. It's nice when you make a change like that and it pays off first cast. Okay, let's give it a go again. Yep, another one. Next cast. Let's come up here a bit, Dave, and put some, I'm fishing a double now, I've gone a bit heavier. Hey, beautiful, another brownie. He took the silver bead on the dropper this time. There we are, beautiful little fish. Off he goes. It's a little bit deeper up here.
Yep.
Even though it's a little bit quicker, it's probably not as quick on the bottom. Just try a little bit further up here in the pool where there's a bit more depth. I've got a double on now. I've got a 4 and a 3.3. Let's reach over to that far side soft water. See if there's something in there. Right. Take a few steps up. Oh, was that a fish? I might have missed one then. I didn't have very good contact early in that drift. But I felt a little rattle on the fly. Yeah. Oh no, that's right. Oh yeah, that's a fish. Oh, it was a good one too. Oh. That was a solid fish. I thought it was a rock at first, and then it moved. Bugger. So there's not a great deal of depth here, but there's a couple of little seams. There's one just out there that you guys can probably see in the middle, and there's a bigger one up there. I might just hit these a little bit. There's a bit of depth. No, that's too far. That's it. All right. I think I hit that reasonably well. Let's move up and hit this next seam up here. There's a soft seam on the other side. I'll just put a couple over into that. This looks nice. Some depth through here. Some nice softer bubble water on the other side there. This looks really good. Yeah, there's one. Nice. Ooh, feels pretty good, this one. Yeah, he's got a bit of weight. Yeah, he's not a bad fish. Oh, he's just a hard fighting rainbow. A rainbow this time. Oh, looks like he's got rid of the fly. There he is, guys. Beautiful. And off he goes. Beautiful pool here. How'd you go? Any good?
I got one nice one that on the dangle.
Nice. What was he, a brown or a rainbow?
Rainbow. Didn't get into the net though.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, you see this?
Yeah.
All of this looks great because it's got depth, it's got boulders on the bottom, it's got some soft water. But I think these deeper, darker sections of the pool are fishing best.
Yeah. So it's not that deep up there.
I don't know. Have a look. Yeah, there's one. Whoa. Come on, mate. Stay out. Come back. Another rainbow. Nice. Flies are out. Flies are out. I'll put him back. There we go. Let's take a couple of steps up to the next little spot here. Yeah, there's one. He's on that far side seam over there. Ooh, nice brown. Yeah, he's a good one. Whoa, gotta keep me out of the bank. Oh, that's it. Gotta get his head up, keep it up. Got him. He was on the far side seam over there. He took the copper bead on the point. There he is. Beautiful fish. It's pretty good fishing here. Good fun. So he was over on the far side in that softer water over there. Yeah, there's one. Another rainbow. There we are. Another rainbow. There he is. So I think they're just they're back in the deeper part of the pool,
Yep.
not right up at the head.
Yep. So if we look up ahead,
Yep.
past the little island.
Yep.
See, there's a bush hanging out.
Yep. Just ahead of that, there's a slower seam of bubbles. Yep. If you've got some depth there, then that'd be lovely. So I've just come up that pool slightly. This stuff here looks a bit fast and deep. There is a nice edge on the far side there. I might try to put a couple over through that. That's it. There is a nice sort of central seam down here. David's fished through here already, but I might give it a couple of quick ones, see if there's anything in there. He might be a little bit lighter than me and I might be able to get a little bit deeper, so see if that produces anything. There's a bit of a deep sort of pocket here behind this rock. I might just give that a quick fish. I think David might have fished it already, but I'll just give it a quick few. Nice one, mate. Got him?
Ah, he's off.
Ah, I saw him jump. Good fish? Good stuff. All right, this looks like a nice deep section. What was the fish that you had on?
Nice, big and jumpy.
Rainbow or a brown?
This is a rainbow.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, this looks pretty good, mate.
And a
Oh, I think I just missed one. So there's a nice pool here. Doesn't look incredibly deep, but we'll give it a bit of a shot. There's a bit of a slower seam on the other side there. I can see along the far bank. Not really in the prime part of the pool here, I don't think. Oh, there's a fish. Having said that, that's quite a nice fish. Whoa, stay out of the bank, stay out of the bank. Typical brownie, trying to take me under the bank. Whoa, stay out of there, mate. Stay out of there. Oh, that's a nice brown. There. Beautiful. Beautiful, what a lovely fish. There we go. What a gorgeous fish that is. Gee, it's got beautiful spots. I'll just give you guys a little bit of a look. Well, sorry about that, guys. The camera died just as I was trying to show you the fish. I'm not sure if it came through or not. Anyway, we'll see. It was a nice brown. Some nice soft water down that far side over there. That far side seam looks about the nicest here in this stretch. Looks like a little bit further up I might be able to get in and reach across to the far side seam at the top there. See if that fish is okay. It hasn't got as much depth as some of the other pools, this one. So maybe not quite as productive. So this is all going pretty hard, but there is a bit of a soft water on the far side there. I'll try and reach across and fish that and see if we get anything. So there is a bit of deeper water and a bit of a seam on the far side here, if I can reach across to it. Got a few bushes and things in the background here that are going to be a bit of a pain. But we'll see how we go. Oh. That's a nice drift. Oh, come on. Was that a rock or a fish? I don't know. Yeah, that's fish. That's a nice brown. Oh, yeah. He's a good brownie. Keep his head up, keep his head up. Come on. Yes. Whew. It's got a lovely brownie. Over in the far side over there. I think the fly's out. Yeah, the fly's out. All right, beautiful brown. Look at that, what a lovely fish. There he goes. So, he was fairly hard to get. I had to get right over, almost on the opposite bank over there, to get the bite from that fish. You can see it's all fast down the middle here, and just on the far bank there, there's a bit of soft water. That's exactly where I was expecting him to be sitting. And he obliged, happily. Oh. Just reach across a little bit more into that softer water now. Yeah, there's one. The rainbow this time. Oh, he's going nuts too. There he is. All right, he's got rid of the fly. There he is, beautiful little rainbow. All right, I might give that a couple more casts. There's one. Another rainbow by the look of it. Yep. Oh, he's a nice fish too. Yeah. Be a little bit careful here. There. Yeah, that's a slightly better rainbow. Very nice. All right, there, he's got to look out. There he is, beautiful. Oh, just had a bump on the way down. That wind's blowing hard downstream now, making it harder to control the drift. So there's a nice soft pocket over there. I'm just going to see out of interest if anything will come up for the caddis. It's a pretty hard cast because there's a lot of fast water in between, but I'll give it a shot. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can reach over into that pocket with the nymphing rod. Yep, there's a fish. First cast. Nice. Oh, he's got me around a root, I think. Oh no, he's off now. Is he? Oh, I'm caught around a root. He's got me caught around a stick. Let's see if I can get in there and get him out. I'm not sure if he's still on or not. Yeah, he's there. He's still there. God. Oh, what a schmozzle. What a schmozzle. All right. I got him up on the bank. Beautiful brown. Lovely fish. There he is. Typical brownie, straight for the timber. Well, that was pretty lucky to land him, I think. Oh, very cool. All right, I wonder if there's any more in that little pocket. Oh, I don't know if that was bottom or a fish. All right, so just the one fish in that pocket maybe. That's all right. Better than none. I'm fishing the longer Euro rod today. This is a 10-foot 9 3-weight, and it's definitely helping to reach across a little bit into those pockets on the far side, which is nice. So there's some nice deep water here. David has fished through this, but I'm going to give it a fish anyway, because I think he might be fishing a single and I'm probably a little bit heavier. I might get a little bit deeper. So let's see if I pick up some other fish. There's one. Nice brown. There, lovely. Took the point fly, there he is. There's one. Back there in that pocket. Ooh, this guy feels a bit better. Staying down. No, same size. Just fighting hard. Maybe slightly better. Oh yeah, he's going hard. He's a rainbow, that's why. Oh, come on, get in there. Flies out. Oh, I appear to have lost my point fly there. Yep, all right. He must have got it on the bottom and broken off the point fly. I'll tie another dropper on there. All right, let's get back in there. I'll try this midsection here. This looks quite nice. There's a boulder just up there. I can see there's a bit of a sort of pocket behind it. Let's see if I can drop my flies in there. I just need to go a little bit forward of that boulder to get the right drift. That's not the right drift. It's out in the fast stuff. That's not where I want to be. Okay. Had a few drifts through the best water there. Alright, move on up. There's a nice deep back of a pool here. I might throw some nymphs through the back here, see if I can pick up anything, and might even try the dry fly after that. Yeah, there's a little fish. Right in the tail out. Little guy. And it's right where it drops into the tail out back in there. It's probably about as far as I can reach from here. Oh, David's onto a fish. Nice one, Dave. He got him. Beautiful. There's David down there. What a glorious river. Beautiful. It's a bit of a goat track through here if I can pick my way through. Ooh. It's a little bit precarious. Oh, there's a nice deep section through the back there. That looks pretty good. I might go through that. Some real deep stuff through here. It looks pretty good. Snowflake caddis everywhere. Difficult spot to cast here. It's such a high bank behind. Got to be quite careful and sort of controlled with your casting. There's a fish. Nice. Oh, stay out of the reeds. Stay out of the bank. Nice. No, he's nice though. There seems to be a lot of them around that sort of size class. About that sort of 30 centimetre-ish mark. There he is, guys. And off he goes. Nice, Dave. Is he off? Got off, did he? Oh, there's one. No, a different one. Another little brownie. There he is, lovely. There's one. Tiny. I struck and he came flying at me. There he goes. Beautiful little little rainbow fingerling. Oh, just missed one. See if he comes back. Yeah, there's one on the far side. He was on the far side.
That's my spot.
Ooh. Oh, he's giving me some curry, this guy. There he comes. Oh, just saw a lovely little black snake there slide into the water. Wonder if that came through on the camera. He's just out sunning himself in that bush somewhere. Nice. Just a little bit ahead of me, was he? Okay. I might try chuck a dry over there.
Actually, probably, sorry, he's probably about 5 or 6 metres up.
Okay, a little further up than that. Further into the bank.
I didn't see a fly.
Oh, he just swirled under it. He just swirled under it as I was picking it up.
Bugger. Was my directions not that bad, or?
He was kind of out midstream, about 5 metres ahead of me. He came up underneath it, but he didn't eat it. So I might throw a nymph at him. I just had a cast at a fish with a dry, and he came up and swirled under it, but he didn't eat it. So I'm going to try throwing a nymph at him. Oh, that's a rock. I thought I was onto one then for a second. Hey?
Did you catch Australia?
Yeah, I did. Very patriotic. Look at all the snowflake caddis now. Try a few drifts from here, more alongside where he is, so that we might get to depth a little bit better. Oh, I think he just had a nibble on it. Could have been bottom. All right, might have a few drifts through here. There's a lot of snowflake caddis hatching at the moment. Yeah, there's a fish on the far bank there. Nice. Just dropped it on his nose. Oh, nice brownie. Nice. Flies out. There we go. Lovely brown. Off he goes. He was right on the far bank over there. Like, I dropped the fly probably 6 inches off the bank and he hit it almost straight away. It's a very tight little spot here. There's so much bracken along this bank and there's just little sections every now and again where you can sort of get in and get a few casts in.
Big fish.
How big? How big?
15 pounds.
15 pounds, wow.
No, probably, I'd say a good pound.
Oh, nice. No, you can't chase them down. You just got to try to work them into the banks and then keep them out from the undercuts. All right, there's a little bit of a soft edge here. It's not massive, it's not really a big pool or anything, but I'll give it a few quick casts, see if it holds a fish. No, it holds a rock. There's not a lot of good holding water in this pool, but there is a bit of a soft edge along the far bank there. And there's a bit of a seam coming from further up the pool. I'll start back here and just put a few casts through. There's a fish. Nice. Oh, he jumped off. Ah. Trying to fight him across the current here because I can't move downstream because of all the bracken. You can't chase fish down the bank here. You've just got to fight them from where you're standing, which is a little bit tough. Got a nice little run through here. Starts up there. There's some soft water at the top. There's a little bit of slower water sort of along the edges. A bit of a seam on the far side there, so, and a bit of a seam in the middle a bit further up. So bit of interesting water to fish here. Not quite in there. It's only a very small pocket there actually. Might not be as good as it initially looked. I can see there is a nice bit of softer water over there and a seam in the middle there though. Definitely going to hit that. There's one. Little guy. But it's not the fish I was expecting. There's one. There we are. Little brownie. Again, I was expecting there to be a better fish in that seam, but maybe not. It's a lovely little bubble line in this pool here. I might even just put a few dry flies through this to start with, just to see if anything will come up. All right, feel like I've had a few good drifts through there and nothing came up. So let's try it with the nymph. So there's a nice deep run through here. This looks really good. there's one. That's interesting. So what I had to do there was fish it into the eddy on the other side, sink it right down, and then rejoin the main current when it was nice and deep. There he is. Whew. He was a tricky fish. Wow, that was cool. So that was pretty cool catching that fish. He was quite a technical one to get because you see the main current comes in here and the strongest part is on the other side, but there's a back eddy on the far side there that goes around that pool. So fishing down the inside here and through the main current, I wasn't getting deep enough and I wasn't getting into the main flow. So what I did was I cast over there into the back eddy, swung it around back into the top where the eddy joins, and then drifted it down the far side there. And that was what it took to catch that fish. Anyway, it's a fun little quirky thing that you can do when you're Euro nymphing, fishing eddies like that. If you enjoyed this, I'm going to leave another suggestion for you up here. Thanks for watching. Leave us a comment, a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.